My husband and I were invited to a friend's son's second birthday party, and the theme is something with paws. So I'm planning on making a card out of a big paw right here. I'm going to cut it to shape. I'm not sure if you see it here, but his name is Noah, so I spelled it here. And then on the main pad, I have drawn a number 2. I'm going to tidy up the pencil first, and then ink it with this felt tip pen. Alright, now that it's all inked, I'm going to go ahead and cut it to shape now. Alright, so the card would look like that. And then we're going to open it like that. Alright. Now that the template is complete, I'm going to create the layers. I'm going to trace this on a cardstock that I'm going to use for the card, which is this one. I'm going to trace around this template, cut it to shape, and then I'll end up with something like this. The next layer is the perimeter of the paw. What I did was, on a new sheet of paper, again I drew around the template, cut it to shape until I get something like this. The last layer are the paw pads, and this is why I inked it, because this time I'm going to need to cover the template and tries to trace through the lines. If I had left it in pencil, it would be harder for me to see the paw pads. An alternative is to use a thinner paper, like a tracing paper, then I wouldn't have to ink it. Anyway, after I trace the paw pads, I'm also going to cut the paw pads to shape, like this one. I've also numbered them, so it'll be easier for me to put together later. I'm going to trace it all again onto the final cardstock I'm going to be using for the paw pads and the perimeter of the paw. I've decided on this paper from this Halloween collection. Cut them all to shape, and then I'm going to have these textured paw pads. And then for the perimeter, I've decided on this brown glitter paper. So at the end, I would have something like this. Alright, so that is the exterior of the card. I'm going to work on the interior of the card. I've decided on this paper from this collection. So it's the same tracing and cutting process until I get something that looks like this. So now I'm just gonna glue it all together and I'll be right back. Right, funny thing happened. I got carried away in gluing things together that I really finished the card off camera. Here's the interior of the card. Some of the items that I've used to embellish are these paws from this collection. This for this little guy right here. I got the brown cake from this packet. As you can see, I'm almost out. And the balloons right here are from this packet. I've also printed a cute picture of Noah, and I've printed a greeting in my computer. Now for the final touches at the front of the card. If you remember this template, I took a gold glitter paper and cut these letters and this number 2. And I actually did this with my Cricut Explorer. Thinking about it now, I think next time I'll just do the whole thing with my Cricut instead of tracing and cutting them all by hand. Oh, this one goes here. Alright, so now I'm just going to glue them onto the paw. Right now that they're all glued together and in place, the glue is still wet. This is the final look of the card. Thank you very much for watching.